Alrighty, I'm working my way the point 4 up to the beauty spot. As you can probably see, it's foggy out. There you go. So probably not going to be any kind of a view. After we get up the beauty spot, we have to go up Unaka Mountain. I don't remember what comes after that. It's a little chilly this morning, a little wet. Rained last night. I was hoping my tarp could dry out, but looks like it's going to be wet for the next few days. That's one bad thing about the Sil Poly tarp. It absorbs water and it holds on to it. But the DCF tarps, which are lighter, don't do that. They're extremely expensive. This is not the top of beauty spot yet, but I wanted to show it off. I like fog during the day, but at night it's just really ominous. It's like, ooh, what's hiding in the fog? Is it a deer? Is it a bear? Who knows? Your light can't go any further than like 2 feet in front of you, so it could be anything. Shockingly, it's still foggy up here. Purpose of this fence? Is it just to keep like livestock out? So they could just go around. But I guess I'm also going around. Is this a reroute? Now I really don't understand what that fence is for. The next white blaze is right there on that tree, so there's no reason to go through the fence. This tree's so old that it's taken the sign for a ride. The sign's not even legible anymore. Been waiting for one of these so I can climb over it and film myself, but none of them have actually been in use. And this one's collapsing on this side, so I can't climb over it anyway. This is going up Unaka Mountain. This is 0.8 from the top. The sun has come out a little bit and the fog is cleared up. It's supposed to get, I think, up to 70 today. I think after this there aren't any more big mountains, but maybe I'm remembering wrong. This is 0.3 from the top. Ground's a little rocky now. There's been lots of I don't see them up here, but there's bushes that look like there's some kind of berry bush. These might be it. They're kind of blooming, but they're not producing anything yet. This is almost at the top. It's kind of like we're back in the Smokies. I don't know how well the mist is showing up, but it's a little bit misty. We got, don't remember the name of these trees. Got the pine needles and the roots everywhere. Got that bird. It's kind of over the top. Got these little baby trees now. A lot more roots. Still foggy. I've seen so many people post pictures of these orange dudes, and I finally found one. It is 1:30. This is the Cherry Gap Shelter in Cherokee National Forest. There's some tending spaces kind of off of that way. I was hoping there would be 2 trees in the sun so I could dry out my tarp a little bit. So I don't really want to lay it on the table. That's where the shelters are. Don't feed the bears. Shelter built in 1962 by the Forest Service, accommodates 6 people. Just kind of a little information. This one is a cinder block shelter. I've obviously left the shelter and I'm heading towards Iron Mountain Gap, which is 3 miles away. The place that I want to camp is a mile or 2 past the gap. Sounds like there's a bunch of space there, so hopefully I can find space easily. I'm trying to get to Carver Gap for when my I guess it's just my parents. I don't know if the rest of my family is really coming, but that'll put me in kind of a good spot because I think it's like a 15-mile day to 19E, which I feel like I could slack pack that. I've been pretty good about doing 10-mile days, you know. Another garter snake spotted. It's kind of off to the side, and I thought it was a lizard at first because it was trying to get away from me. But it's a snake. Bit of a view off the top. This rock you can sit on. And that's the trail right there. I don't know what kind of trail this is, but there's a lot of trash over here. I think Iron Mountain's still at least half a mile away. So it seems weird that they would take their trash half a mile in just to dump it. There is a road here, so I guess that's a little less weird. Don't forget to keep your horses off the trail. This is Iron Mountain Gap. The place I've chosen to camp is 1.3 miles away. The Clyde Smith Shelter is 6.1 miles away. Carver's Gap is 16 miles away. That's eventually where I'm heading in the next couple days. Probably gonna stop just on the other side of this mountain. There's supposed to be a really nice camp spot. Here's another sign. The apple orchard is where I'm heading. It's 1.2 miles, and then obviously the shelter is 6 miles. Greasy Creek Gap is 4.2, Little Rock Knob is 6.9, Hughes Gap is 9.1. Someone's been defacing the sign. Now let's roll. This looks like we're going up some kind of old road now, so hopefully it's not too steep. We can get there kind of quickly. It's a frog right there, sitting on the edge. When I came up, it jumped in. I was hoping there would be a salamander in here, because I saw one on the path coming down, and I almost stepped on them, but they're bright orange, so I didn't. So this is the apple orchard, and there's water down that path. These trees don't really look that good for hammocking. There were some back up the hill, but I'm not backtracking. Those trees are about the only option that I see here. I'm gonna walk. It's like a dirt road back there. I'm gonna walk up it a little bit and see if there's anything better. I might have to keep going. Alright, so at mile 365.7, there's this little stealth spot. Has some great trees here. Trail keeps going up tomorrow. I'm gonna stop here for the night. According to Far Out, I've done 12 miles today, but if I stand too far to the left or the right, it'll probably say 11.9 or something like that. But 12 miles is pretty good. Puts us in a good place for tomorrow and the day after. So it is super windy here. I was trying to set up and like these lines kept coming undone, and then these lines kept getting tangled up with each other. It was like, is it worth it to stay here? It is, hopefully.